All right, brother. Man. Hey, man, this is the brother that did the filming. Man, tell me a little bit about yourself, brother.
Oh, wow. Thank you for having me. My name is Aron Williams. I'm from Waco, Texas. I am a photographer, a motivational speaker, an artist, whatever you name it, that's what I do.
Jack of all trades, but you master something. What you master?
I master in motivation.
In motivation?
Leading others.
Okay.
Pushing others to be their greatest.
So your passion is it with children, or does it matter, or is it an age group, or
anybody that has incomplete business or dreams that's deep within them that they need to tap into?
Okay.
I'm that person to encourage them to dig deeper and reach for it.
What made you get into photography, brother?
Man, I have been shooting with a Polaroid camera. I'm gonna cut you, Johnny, okay, there you go.
You can't cut him out,
There
man.
you go. Yeah, that way he can be in it, because I don't know where that, I'm not looking at it.
Okay, that's
to make
good.
sure he wouldn't cut off.
Well, sometimes you gotta go with a leap of faith.
I have been doing photography since I was a kid. My grandfather had a farm out in East Texas, and I would take Polaroid pictures of the cows.
Oh yeah.
That's when I started taking pictures. I didn't know I didn't know at that time that I would be a photographer. But if you fast forward to the year that the very first iPhone came out, I went and got a iPhone 1 on prepaid through AT&T right here in Fort Worth, Texas. And I started taking pictures with my phone, and people would always be like, "Oh, your pictures are so good." And I'm like, "It's the camera." And then I would get more compliments, and I would go to people's houses and parties, or I go to the club, and people like, "We want to use your phone." And I was like, "It's just the phone." And I used to credit my pictures being good for the quality of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Until I noticed that everybody else's pictures didn't look as good as mine.
Same camera.
Same camera. I noticed that my stuff looked different. Why are you down here and I'm up here? Why am I side? Why are you coming straight on and I'm coming from an angle? And it's because I have an eye for detail. My father is a photojournalist by trade and degree. He's worked for news channels 6 and for 10.
It's in your veins.
It's in my veins. It's in my DNA. My dad he went to Temple Junior College for videography, so it's in my veins. He also worked at Waco Trib. And then my mom, back in the early 90s, used to sell home interiors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everybody, mama was decorating their house with brass and home interiors. Everybody, mama had the home interiors, and so I could always see when things didn't look right. That's not it's cosmetically, it doesn't look good.
How you meet Johnny, brother?
I met Johnny McDowell during the great presidency of Barack Hussein Obama.
Okay.
I met Johnny when I was working for the Affordable Care Act.
Oh, okay.
Working at General Dynamics.
Yeah.
2 black men working on what I call a slave ship, a job. Mm-hmm. And
no doubt about it.
And we start rapping about other passions deep within, what we do when we not on the phone saying, "How can I help you?" and found out that, hey, you got to hustle, I got to hustle. And years passed and got a new president and General Dynamics closed, and Johnny called and said, "Hey, you still take pictures?" I know when somebody called me and say, "Do you still take pictures?" It's time to go to work.
No doubt about it. Yeah. Music to your ears.
Yes. My answer is always, "Let's go. What is it? What we working on?"
Okay. Now you told me earlier that you're in the Waco Independent School District, correct?
Correct.
So how is it? What are the challenges that you come about to try to motivate those kids in that particular area there?
To be honest with you, our education system is in a rough space.
Okay.
We deal with a lot of technology issues, believe it or not.
I believe
not being able to tear ourselves away from it. Even as adults, we have that issue sometimes.
Yes, yes.
But if you
I
can
agree. Those
imagine
phones are terrible. Go ahead.
Terrible. But if you can imagine being 15, 16, 17, 18, and you got you got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you got your, students' mamas calling them, And that's the only thing that they really have control over. That's the only thing they own, and they really don't own that.
Steam makers make a break.
Make a break. You know, I need to see what's going on. I'm tired to the world. That's how people get to me. That's the only thing they have control over, and so it gets in the way of their education. The other thing would be a big deterrence in education today would be the lack of motivation, the lack of dreams, goals, and visions. The music, you know, blasting in the ear the wrong messages that I can be successful.
Now, I can really agree with that.
Yeah, the music that we listen to. If everybody's telling me how to bag up a kilo and sell it, I don't really need to listen to Mr. Whoever who's teaching me about something that I don't need.
So that lends us to you. So that's. I guess that validates that music is raising the children, not parents.
Oh man. Yeah.
So I mean, so that's really one of the biggest issues. I think parenting has suffered, and it's a lot of factors that go into that. But overall, I think parenting is failing the children.
You know what? I have been employed at that school for 5 years, and I can count, probably on one hand, how many parents I've met.
Wow.
And it's not because I don't work in a position where I get to call you and say, hey, your child is doing good. If I know your child, more than likely they've had some type of issue that's hindering their education.
Yes.
But have I met mamas and daddies that's coming to beat my ass? No, I haven't.
But now, I can relate because I used to work at Doris Miller Elementary. I was an ISS instructor. So all the kids that were having behavior issues,
Your friends,
had to come to me.
Yes.
You know, so it got to a point where my room became like a classroom because all the kids want to come to me.
That's where they were.
Because I really believe that, and I know that it's because they knew that I understood them, that I loved them, and I cared about them being better people and doing the right thing.
Their well-being. Students learn better from people that they respect. So the fact that you respect me, the fact that I look more like you, there's not enough educators that look like the student population in schools nowadays.
Yes, I agree.
You know, the male students need male teachers.
Yes.
Female students need female teachers, mentors beyond just the subject matter.
Yes, life mentors.
Even in the position that I have, I've started using the term social emotional learning. So I don't really teach math. I really don't teach English. I don't teach history, but I teach social emotional learning. I teach you how to deal with society, how to better get a job, how to talk to people, how to make better choices.
Life skills.
Life skills. What you should have done. How can we fix this? What can we do better next time? Getting to know people, getting to the root and the heart to help that student find a common thread to get them back in the classroom to do what that instructor needs them to do.
You know, one of the things that I've learned over the couple past years is the term couch students.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
And when I found out exactly what a couch student was, I was amazed of how many homeless students are going through the Waco Independent School Districts.
Definitely.
That are sleeping pillar to post, you know, and some of them great grades, not good grades, great grades. And I feel that those are the students that really intend to make something, you know, out of a real terrible situation, you know.
Yes, because that's really what it is.
Yeah, but it's sad to know that there are that many students in a city that has 230,000.
Yes, somewhere in that area.
That couch students should never exist in a city, in any city. You know, there shouldn't be a student in junior high school, elementary school, high school that is sleeping from pillar to post because their parents are somewhere in the streets and, you know, they don't want to report anything. Don't have the finances for clothes, shoes, or just regular toiletries.
Yeah, it's basic stuff for life
like that, you know,
that you need.
But I found out about them. I'm not gonna call the ex-principal's name, but I found out about them, and he always had a habit of having extra like feminine napkins and stuff like that in his office.
In his office, yeah.
Toothbrush, toothpaste,
Well, I can-
pedigree and stuff like that.
I can relate
T-shirts
completely.
and stuff like that. Yeah, just to help out, and wouldn't even give the students up. You know, you can come see me. You know,
Yeah.
just make that. But they already knew. Oh, you got in trouble, but it's not that. It's that I'm gonna give you something so that you can, take care of yourself or whatever. And you're gonna accept it.
It's almost like the church. It used to be a time when the church and the school were the center of the community.
Yeah.
And the church the church, in order for it to thrive, it has to meet the needs of the people, physically as well as spiritually. And the school is the same way. I can't tell you how many times I've given them my drink, or given them my lunch, or given my donut.
Oh yeah.
Just to be like, you know what? Here, if it's gonna make your day better,
Oh yeah. Please take it
just take it.
immediately.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Just being compassionate, listening to them, getting to know them, find out what makes them tick, and letting them feed it back to them. Okay, this is how you think, and this is what. And in order for that thinking to work for you, you're gonna have to add this to it.
Yes.
Today,
Yes.
I've taught Saturday school for the last 5 years because nobody really wants to wake up on Saturday mornings
And go to
and be with them. But I've been able to lead my own little campus every Saturday for 5 years, and again teaching social emotional learning, setting goal setting, just getting to know your attitude and what makes you tick. What
changes you need to make.
What changes? What can you do to be positive? And
Yeah.
where do you want to be in 5-10 years, or what made you how'd you get this way? Internal thing. We do therapy in Saturday school with me. Digging in deep.
And yeah, and I think that's a overall product of a dysfunctional environment, because I think we can all agree that the environment it produces the product. So if you want a certain product, you have to make the environment conducive for that product. So I think that's one of the areas that I don't think that's kind of, I'm not saying it's out of our scope, but that's more of a bigger picture of trying to get the environment conducive to produce the product that we need to have in our children. But hopefully we'll make some headway.
You know what really change? What would really change our students' productivity would be parent involvement.
The environment.
Just parent involvement. Just knowing that that somebody or the people at the house care, and they care enough to come out of the house to check up on it. My favorite, they want to get involved. You asked me how did I become a photographer, but it'd be better to ask me how did I become in the education field. I come from a family of educators, and I knew early on in life, before I got out of high school, that I wanted to be a teacher, and I knew that I wanted to make a difference in somebody else's life because I saw my grandfather, who was a great basketball coach and driver's ed teacher in Waco.
I played for him.
You, I think you did.
Yeah, I played for him at Waco High School.
I saw him until the day he died, trying to impart education and love and family into the community.
Yeah.
And that's what made our community better in the older days. And I'm not even that old, but when you know that you can run into your teacher in the grocery store,
Yeah, it's a different.
or better yet, you sit in the pew with them at church. And in my case, my grandpa was in the school sometimes. And the last part of my education, he taught driver's ed while I was in high school. And so I knew at 3:00 he was gonna be in the building.
Accountability.
Accountability.
Yes.
That's a good word. Accountability. Because we don't have it. We don't have it.
All the way around.
All the way around. We want to pass the buck. It's not the student, it's the teacher, it's not the teacher, it's the school, it's not the school, it's the system, it's not the system, it's the world, it's not the world, it's...
Yeah, Dr. Things. I used to work for Dr. Things. I got a lot of respect for her, but she introduced me to a book called Passing the Monkey. That means you passing your responsibilities on other people. Great book to read.
Wow.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have any idea why I called you to head up One Voice Project?
Honestly, I do not know.
When was the Million Man March?
Good Lord, when was that?
Who else?
No, not the second one.
The second
they
one?
did. That was was that the 25th or the 50th anniversary? I don't remember when it was.
Okay. I talked to him on the job, and this is what he planning to do. I'm gonna catch a flight, about a round trip ticket. I'm gonna get out, and the reason why I'm saying something because we just came back from DC. So when I pulled up in DC, it said airport. So I said, wow, that brother was finna fly over here, and he was finna catch. This is not just a bridge. We're talking about a straight highway. You know, to get from Maryland to Virginia to DC. We're talking about a highway.
A highway.
We're gonna be on it for a minute, so it's just not a bridge. So when I thought about it, I said, well, let me call that brother. His intention was, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna stay up for 24, 72 hours with no sleep. And I'm gonna take pictures all night, all day, all night, all day, and I'm gonna get back on the flight. So I said, whoa. I said, okay. I said, man, let me call this brother to see exactly what he's doing right now because perfect for the project. And that's the reason why I called you. And the whole time I was like, man, say you ain't doing nothing, man. I just gave my spiel, man. And his exact words, when you want to do this, what you want to do? Yeah.
Music to your ears.
What?
I'm full of dreams and passions and unfinished projects. You know, I think that was what was that Jamaican pastor that died on the airplane? Miles Monroe. Was that Miles Monroe?
Never heard of him.
He was a book writer and a pastor. Jamaican. I think it was Miles Monroe. He said that the cemetery is full of books, music, in my case, pictures, interviews, of unfinished projects. We should die empty, is what he said.
But you know what I told him? I said I got the lighting. I said I got the body mics. I said I got the cameras. I got everything. I can't be missed. And the first time I invited him over to the house, we started taking everything out of the box. He said, yep, you got it. So he couldn't say no.
I could not say, you know, we have to get behind, and not even get behind, because behind people stab you from the back. You got to get beside people and that have ambition and dreams and walk along and run the race with them. Because you're going to need somebody to support
no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
There's no way that I can say that one day I'll have a photography studio and be doing photography full time to say that I might not need that resource. I might need a brother to come work for me. I might need somebody to rewrite the foreword to my book. Look at my book and give me some feedback. So, you know, if you brush shoulders with crackheads, you become one. So.
Man, in the words of Earth, Wind and Fire, that's the way of the world, baby.
I don't want to be a crackhead. I'm trying to write a book. I'm trying to publish a photo book. I'm doing, you know, and I know you didn't ask me what I'm doing, but I'm working on doing vision board classes. I'm working on trying to do a motivational speaking tour. I'm working on trying to write a book. I want to open a photography studio. I'm full of dreams and passion.
Remember what Monroe told you?
Got it. I don't want to die empty.
Don't die empty.
No, I want to die empty. I want to die empty, but I don't want to die full. You know, it's kind of like nowadays everybody's a photographer because they got the camera. They got the camera phone. So
everybody is side.
Right, but if those as a photographer. If you don't post my picture that I take for you, if you don't post it online, then I haven't done my job. It's stuck in and however I send it to you. For a photographer, the best accolade or the best you can do for me is to show it. Put it on your wall in your living room in a bigger than 8x10 on canvas, and say this is my family picture that was taken.
Yeah,
that lets me know that I've done my job.
Yes.
Same thing if we die. If I were to die with all of the art and the projects in my head, then how they gonna be seen?
Yeah,
can't be.
Well,
Can't be seen.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I appreciate you coming to board.
No problem.
I appreciate you too, brother.
That's a blessing. Thank you.
I really do, man.
I don't know you, but if you know this brother right here, dude,
It's good, people.
you know this is my brother.
Yes.
You know, so
Great minds,
From
like
another
minds.
mother.
Yeah. We just gotta be positive, stay in the right direction, and most of all, create platforms and legacies that can help somebody else.
Yeah.
And so I'm thankful for the One Voice opportunity. I am an opportunist. I like opportunities. And so we'll see what greatness comes out of One Voice and what we make of it. And I am honored to be a part of the project.
All right. One Voice tuning out. Digging me?
Yep, that's nice. There's no district photographer but the one looking for.
How much time we got?